What is up, guys? Just wanted to say we're going to be trying a few new things in this video, okay? We're going to change some of the formats and hope you guys like it. Let me know in the comments below if you like this new style of recording. Alright, let's roll it. What is up, everyone? It's David from YGO Pulse here. Today we're doing a speed duel deck profile. I told you I've been into this format, so I'm trying to really get back into it and start getting the content going. I'm gonna start with basically the first deck profile I did on the channel because this is my favorite profile, and looking at the meta and how it's been, I see an opening for this deck to be good again. See, you know, you had Monarchs, XYZ Unions, Moth, and Magnets, and then just some like Warrior beatdown stuff. That's all been like really prevalent, and since people are still definitely running Yugioh, but other than it being like necessarily in the main, most people are moving it, like it's not as big as it was, is what I'm trying to say. Like when Battle City first came out, I was like, oh, I'm going to drop this because everybody's running Yugioh, but then looking at the spells that we got in the box, that makes up for a lot of the ground that we needed to make. So we're gonna go ahead and get started, and I'll show you everything that I'm running. Okay, guys, just before the profile starts, I wanted to show you the aesthetics we was using today. So I went with a Yami Bakura playmat. Because I love like the darkish purplish green like aesthetic to it, and since it's a Yami, I went and we're playing a Yami skill, you know, I thought I'd keep it within the family. So I'm going with OCG green hexagon sleeves. I hope Konami, you know, makes some more of these. We got the black ones, but I really like hexagonal sleeves a lot. And these like dark green look awesome with this mat. And for the extra deck, we're running Millennium Puzzle, Egyptian Hieroglyph. You know, just looks awesome. Alright, guys, let's continue to the profile. Alright, first, running the Twisted Personality skill card. I love this skill. It's like my favorite skill in the game. So, every time a player takes damage, okay, it doesn't matter how they take it, they're paying cost for life points. Anytime their life points moves, okay, down, you gain a counter. So, for every 2, you can get rid of them and discard the card from your opponent's hand. It's an awesome disruption card. Really controls the game, especially since you're playing back row. If you can just start whittling down their hand, or they're basically top decking and they have to top deck out, shorten the game. That's what you want to do. If you discard 3, if you get rid of 3 counters on this thing, then you get to pop a card, face-up card in the field. So removes problems. So like if you have 3, they summon Yugioh, can't do anything, get rid of 3, this right here, outs it. So that's just a skill. Next, we're going to talk about Lava Golem. So I do still play 2 of these in the main deck, mainly because the burn is still at 1,000, unlike in Duel Links, and it going second or going so a lot of times I'll make you go first in speed dueling. They set you kind of pass, they set their monster, you stall them out, they get their second monsters out, and then bam, Lava Golem. And now they're having to deal with losing 2 of their resources, and you get the burn every turn. Next up, 2-Lady Assailant of Flames. Love this card. It's a flip summon burn, so they just attack it, you hit them for 800, 1500. So if you need to hit over something. Next up, Amazoness Swordswoman. This card's awesome. There's skills running around, especially the My skill, where if they deal damage to you, like through battle damage, they pop something. This card is a counter to that. Also, it's great with like a half shut or something, which we do play 1 half shut. You can combo this with your Zoma, with this. Makes this unable to be killed in battle this turn. And then this Swordswoman is going to make them take the damage. So you can put up a lot of damage, get your skill going just through this. They have their boss monster out. Half shut your own woman. She can't die. and then they take the damage. Or you can use it defensively if this is all you have, or a Zoma or anything. Just like half shut it, and then you can't be killed in battle that turn. Last up for the monsters in the main deck, 2 Blastosphere. This card still really good. The scenarios that like the reason I love this card still, they'll be thinking you got flip or something. They'll be trying to go ahead and poke over it or get rid of it. If they have a boss monster, let's say Moth, they attack with Moth. This goes into the equip zone, and then like next turn they're taking 35, right? And you all you gotta do is the extra 500. This just clears boss monsters. Next up, Mask of the Accursed. We still run 1. Stalls out bosses. If you put a lava golem on their field, they take 1,000 during their turn, 500 during yours. I just like it. Just anything that can stop attacks and burn. Next up, Book of Moon. No ban list in speed duels, so we play 2 of this. Good out to Yugioh. Just anything on summon. XYZ unions, the tanks, when they come out, just hit this on them. Can't use their bothersome effects. As shown before, we run the 1 half shut. Great uses. Next up, 2 Cosmic Cyclone. I choose to run this because it's a quickable effect, and honestly, sometimes the paying cost actually benefits you. So many times I'll be like, man, I really can't get to my second counter or a third, depending on what I need. Cyclone, get rid of their back row. Even if you know it's not necessarily the best back row to hit at the second, you still activate it, and then you gain your counter and banish it. Pretty nice. 3 Zoma. Busted card. Comes out defense mode. 1800 attack, so it's a beat stick. Whatever destroys this, they take damage equal to what destroyed it in battle. Like, honestly, they summon something too big, they can't attack you or they lose. So it's pretty awesome. Like, this is just a wall. Lastly, a signature Marik card. 3 Nightmare Wheel. So rulings in this card, just so you don't know, if people that don't know, you can equip this onto a face down monster. So like, let's say you Book of Moon something, you can equip it to it, or they set a monster and you're kind of scared of its flip effect. Alright, Nightmare Wheel. And because of Nightmare Wheel, battle positions cannot change. So yeah, 500 during every one of your standby phases. That's it for the main deck. We're going to move on to the side deck because it makes the extra deck make more sense. Offerings to the Doom. Like I said, really the only monster we care about in the game is Yugioh. So if you know they're playing it, bam, you got it. If you don't need it, you don't need it. Next up, 2 Floodgate Trap Hole. Love this card. It's just a great way to wall them. Let's say you put 1 or 2 of these. They got 2 monsters that can't be changed. They have a defense position monster in Nightmare Wheel. Well, now they've just got 3 dead zones. If they don't play tributes, that's like this just game, to be honest. So if they're playing something that likes a normal summon a lot, so just think about what matchups you're playing. It's a great card to go against. Or Waking the Dragon. I play this card in just about every speed duel side deck, only because like, unless it's something where the strategy just doesn't need it, but like having access to an extra deck all the times can be an auto win. So like in this deck, a lot of people will want to start popping your back row because they know what you have. They're playing a burn deck. They get greedy and they hit Waking the Dragon. Well, guess what? Show you the extra deck targets. We play Arcane and Night Joker. This card's great because it can negate whatever you need. Beat Stick and Blue Eyes, just one-shot your opponent. Alligator Sword. This is on occasion, but let's say you're close to game. Attacking for 1700 directly isn't bad. 1000 Restrict. 1000 Eyes Restrict. So this is just spot removal. They got a problematic monster. This takes care of it. And then I still play the Ryu Senshi. This is just if you're trying to... They got a bunch of back row. Then this can poke through it because if it's got trap protection and spell protection. I love this deck. I think it has a great shot in the current meta just because people are moving more towards archetypal decks right now. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. We will see you next time.